Oh
There
my
we have
God.
it.
I love your opening. Did you do that yourself?
Jason did.
Oh my God, Jason, you're very talented.
So talented. Yeah. Yeah. We
So even if I didn't know you and I saw that opening, I'd be like, sign me up too.
You heard it here. Yeah. It's good. The music, I love the music does that to me, whether I love it or I don't love it. I love that piece of music. And from that, I
It's
handed it over to
beautiful.
Jason. Yeah, I love
And
it.
you know, that's kind of the sort of the same energy and theme that Sterling uses.
It is. Yeah. And I've heard that a lot. And some people have probably poo-pooed me for that, but in the truth of it, I chose the
No, it's
music.
different than him, but it's sort,
Yeah.
you know what I'm saying? Yeah.
Yeah. I appreciate that. So yeah, look who's here, everyone. Linda
Hey,
T came back.
everybody. I do have a little bit of disturbing news.
Aw, do share.
Lisa Marie Presley had a heart attack today. So I give prayers out to her. You know, her grandmother died of heart attack. Her father died of a heart attack. I had my first heart attack. She's 54. I had mine right before 50.
Wow.
So it runs in the family.
Heart is, and especially at that age for female, there's something you hear that a lot. I don't know the why behind it. But heart disease and was it cardiac arrest she went into?
Yeah, and she was having a hard time breathing. And the thing is that her son committed suicide.
Yeah.
You know, her heart is broken.
That is, as a mother, oh my goodness.
Oh yeah. But now that they know, they'll be watching her like a hawk.
Yeah. Yeah.
They watch me like a hawk. And so I have 2 stents in my heart.
Oh, you do? Okay.
Yeah, that's why I wear this, to let them know that I have 2 stents.
Oh, wow.
They tell me to lose weight and I keep meaning to do that, but I don't know. For some reason, a chili cheese dog I can't let it go. I just can't let that chili cheese dog be wasted. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, moderation. Yeah, moderation. Thank you for being here, Linda. Always a pleasure. You're so lovely.
I really appreciate you inviting me.
Aw, thank you. I want to say congratulations too. And I it's kind of like well, there's 2 sides to it. Congratulations in retiring from doing the personal readings.
Yes, I will miss everybody though.
Yes. Yeah. So this is like a taste of it. But
I had to, my friend. I had to finish that book. I'm flying out Monday. I think Monday the 1st of February, to be with some magnificent writers and work just work on the book in Malibu.
Amazing.
Now, nothing like the ocean to get your vibes going. Plus, I hope she has good food there.
Yeah, probably both. Yeah. Because that's the thing, like book tour, all of that stuff. There's only so much time in the day. So where you kind of place your energy in that time, it's nice to be able to have say in that. And you've earned it. You've probably done countless readings. And like you said, you'll miss it, but it's there's more to life than just one thing. So I love it.
Right.
Mm-hmm.
And I don't have the answers. I can give you the path. But it's up to you to take that. It's not, people tend to think psychics have all the answers and we don't.
Yeah.
I mean, what you need to do, but
sometimes you have to tell people, nope, you can't see me for 6 months to a year. You kind of have to have some time and take the responsibility to navigate life. And we don't have all the answers. And people sometimes, helping them kind of validate what they already know. That's it.
I'll never forget at Angel Heart, one time I had a guy that came out of my office and looked at Carol and said, lady, I'm going to tell you something right now. That session I just had did more for me in one session than 8 years of psychotherapy.
Yeah.
So that was nice to hear that.
Yeah. Linda, you talk about Angel Heart a lot. And I actually, for some people that maybe don't know, what is that? What is Angel Heart?
Angel Heart for you is a little metaphysical store in Benicia, which Benicia, California was the first capital of California.
Oh, okay.
And the building, Jorgensen building, used to be against the water. and it was a 2-story. It used to be a hotel, and then Jack London wrote a couple of his books there. And there was a brothel on the top. They moved it down to First Street, but there was a brothel. They have pictures where it was a bar where her little store is located, is where the bar was. And upstairs, the madam stayed in one room, and that place was haunted. And they're even on the floor. They left it on the floor. Is a little triangle, because remember in those days they put the hot iron on a stove, and then they took it and they ironed their clothes.
Yeah.
Well, that iron must have fell on the floor and it did a burnt mark.
Oh, the print. Okay.
Heck, if my iron was that big, you wouldn't even be able to do my underwears. It's way too small.
The delicates.
Yeah.
Yeah. Okay. Interesting. So you're connected with them. You still work like.
Well, I do. Like Carol, listen, I don't know how you all are doing, but she even said the restaurants, they have very good restaurants, are struggling right now.
Okay.
Apparently people are struggling, and she always made ends meet, and now all of a sudden so I'm doing her a couple of favors. I'm having it's on her website. I'm going to be there on the 28th and read people.
Nice. Yeah. I love that. And weather-wise, I'm just curious, checking in. I see a bit of sun outside.
Well, today we got sun, which is great, because then that means things start trending. In fact, the Russian River, they were sure was going to flood, but now it's below. So it'll take a lot of work, because, starting tomorrow, here comes the Armageddon winds and rains. But the rains will stop Armageddon January 16th is our last storm.
Yeah.
And then we get a couple of weeks.
And it's interesting. I was checking into the weather, and globally, it's just been so, unpredictable, maybe predictable in some respect, but unruly, and it feels like upset. And in that it is. And when there's like catastrophe, of course, I'm not downplaying that at all, but there's always opportunity to see, to be grateful in any given moment. And in that, I was sitting with Spirit, and I was like, I was looking into it, and it was almost like this invitation to be in nature. And sometimes we just need things to be so extreme to actually bring us to where Spirit is actually bringing us. And so what I'm trying to say from that is that it's almost like Mother Nature. It's not that they're punishing us in any way. Gaia is not like punishing us, but it's the opposite. They're wanting our awareness to be with nature. And so as these things are happening in catastrophe, we can't look the other way. So in that, I try to, be settled with it, in the sense of like, there's something more behind it. So in it, we all know that this planet is changing. Without this planet, it's all over for all of us.
Years ago, when I was doing a live or something, that guide said to me, the earth is not trying to punish us. Yeah. It's readjusting so it can survive.
Yeah.
So what I've been seeing and what I've been predicting, I don't know if you saw my predictions, all I saw was flooding.
Yeah, I heard you say that.
Little did I realize it was going to be mostly in California, but there's flooding, Armageddon flooding going on. There's earth changes. And the only piece I get from this is that because of this, man works together. Mm-hmm. Because people are saying to me, Linda, when do you see this horribleness with Trump and all this horribleness with people, brother hating brother? And I think it's because we have to survive.
Yeah.
It's not going to be horrible where everything's collided, but there's going to be some significant events taking place. And it's not war related, it's weather related.
Yeah. Yeah. I agree. You can feel it. Wonderful. Lots of people here. Thank you all for being here. This is wonderful.
Hi, everybody.
So great. Lots of familiars and lots of new people. Of course, if you don't know Linda, now you do. And she is memorable. I tell you, she always leaves people with a sense of hope. And that to me
that's the only thing that works.
Magic. I love it. I love you for that. Because things can be really crappy, you know, and sometimes and I love that how sometimes you will encourage and invite people to, you know, we have to be responsible. We were kind of talking about this before, where how much energy we are going to place into things, and we have to be responsible in that. And sometimes it's too much. And sometimes we can actually increase the amount of upset around it. So in that, we have to kind of pull back sometimes. There are certain things that we can't change, and it doesn't make it better to add more worry and upset to it. So in that, I love it how you do that in a way where it's just like, come on, like we have to look the other way, and there's always something to be positive about.
Well, that's what the guides, remember I was on this God hate Trump kind of energy?
Yeah.
We were all in anxiety, and, you know, the news picks it up and they know we're feeding off of it. And they said to me, hey, get off the Trump train. I said, what? What do you mean? He's terrible. Yes, but if you focus in on that negative, it doesn't hurt him. It hurts you.
Yeah.
So when I told everybody, listen, my guys just said we got to stop with the hate and all that. Now, people were mad at me. How could you say that? I'll never forgive. And I said, I'm not talking about all that. I'm just saying, look away, because this too shall pass.
Yeah.
It just takes years to pass.
It is. Yeah. This passing is taking a lot longer than any of us would like, you know, according to our preference. We wish it would have been done years ago. We wish it never would have happened. Even from this country, kind of watching, and, you know, I'm in Canada, and we recognize things, you know, globally. And sometimes it's like an indication of what's to come for our neighbors. So in that, it's like I bottom line, our own energy that we put into things, we have to be responsible for. We talk about manifesting all the time.
Right.
And so, we gotta sometimes, not that we're not aware of it, but we can direct it in a different way.
Right.
All righty, we're going to do some personal readings. I've got Jason, who's backstage, who you all have maybe met. He's been on my channel before.
He's the one that did your intro.
Yes, he did.
Excellent.
He's a man of many talents. He specializes in quantum healing hypnosis therapy. And so past life regression, which, I think he's wonderful. So we are going to, he's all of that to say, he starred all the questions for me.
Okay, good.
So it's wonderful. And so let's just see here. We've got Linda. Actually, there was a couple in the community tab that I'm just curious about. Do you see anything more about the student loan forgiveness?
Yeah, but it's not like, even, I'm sorry, the time frames are always bad, but I feel more the forgiveness not happening until 24.
Okay.
I see, and also reasonable abilities to be able to borrow money without paying through the arm and a leg.
Right. Yeah, because that whole interest rate, I don't know if that's happening in the US, but even for buying cars, I mean, mortgages, those prices have skyrocketed here.
I know.
Someone else asked, Katie Porter being elected for Senate.
No.
I
just read that earlier today. I like her. And I think I actually kind of saw her taking a position in the new administration in 24. She might work with something to do with finance. She'll be on something. But I don't see her winning as Senate. I don't see her winning.
There you go. All right. Let's do it. We'll probably do like a one card poll, or if they're kind of yes or no, what spirit kind of wants us to bring forward for you. And we're going to go through these fairly quick. So rapid fire. Fruity Fiona, that's a good name. Is there anything I need to know? I have had a really harsh time. Yeah, absolutely. Fruity Fiona.
Ooh.
Oh.
Transition. Transition. Maybe even by November, she should start feeling better. Transition, which means you might have to hold on to some of the old ways of thinking. Don't wait for it. For sure enough, here's more bad news. Don't wait for it.
That's interesting.
Something will happen. You're reaching out, and while you think it's crap, it's actually new beginnings.
Mm.
You know, even in my life before all this happened, I was going through hell, i.e. cancer, etc. And what I didn't realize is all that happened to prepare me for my new beginning.
Yeah. Yeah. Sometimes in it, we just can't have that perspective. But underneath that level of trust, I pulled the community card for you. And so in that reaching out, to play off of what Linda was getting, is that community. So your support system, reaching out to them, we all need community. And so there's this rise in fear that's happening again. Energetically, we can feel it, but we don't have to play into it. So in that, going back to community is really important. So hopefully that helps you, Fruity Fiona. And talk to, where are we here? Stacy G, do you have a message from my friend Pat? Yes. A message from my friend Pat.
I don't know if she was happy on this earth. It feels like she had a hard time with partnerships or something, but I feel she loves this girl, Stacy. There's like we're going to be connected again because there's some dynamic here that they had been together before.
Interesting. I pulled the Battle of the Blues card. So I think that does play into her energy of, she's saying positive change. So there's something in your life that she's aware of. So perhaps in the experience, so you just being in your own mindfulness, your connection, the positive changes, your participation in that is really important. So you, in any of the challenges that you're experiencing, she's supporting you, and it feels like her own familiarity in that. She's really supporting. Yeah, it feels very sisterly. It feels like a very strong bond.
But I smell cigarette smoke, so I don't know if she used to smoke, or maybe her family. She's there with some family that smokes, because I can smell it, or they did smoke at one time.
Interesting. And who's David? I keep hearing the name David around you as well, Stacy. Thank you for your question. Thanks, everybody. I just looked and there was 444 in the chat. What a great number. Where are we here? I love the name, Tasty Melon.
With a name that like that, how could you not have love?
Just makes you smile. I think you actually have that ability where it's like you have that ability to raise the energy in the room. When you come in, people feel better about themselves. And so that really is a superpower, Tasty Melon. So on the flip side of that, just being responsible of your energy feels really good and powerful. Mm-hmm.
I have 3 of Swords reverse.
Oh.
So the heartache is ending. She might have had a pretty significant heartbreak. And this is like when it's reversed, it means the heartache is ending. So somebody's coming.
Yeah. And that's interesting because I pulled the Peacock card, and in that it's about raising your standards. So exactly what Linda just said, from the past, learn from it, and moving forward. It's okay to raise your standard, especially if it's relationship.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm. Thanks for your question.
I like that, Tasty Melon.
Yeah. So good. All righty. Jenny W. Will my son get the financing needed for home repairs?
Will her son get the finances needed for home repairs? Yeah, but not completely till September. It seems difficult. It doesn't seem easy.
That's interesting you say that, because I got the wait card, but then the yes. So there does feel, it almost feels like he has to be a little bit more creative to generate a bit more. So his own, action around it, I feel like there's a bit of hesitation, but him stepping into it, he can and will. But it does feel like a little bit of a, kind of 6 months out.
Yeah.
Yeah. All righty. Yes, you may, Dakota Deb. You may have a card. Look at that picture. So cute. The cat on top of the angel. Oh, so cute. Yes. I don't actually, do you see, Dakota, do you see the number 4, the repetition of number 4? They just showed me that again. So just being aware of the signs for you. And okay, I pulled the take a moment card, and that's really interesting on the heels of seeing the numbers. It's like, I feel like you're in the request of show me the signs. And so when you get the number, you don't necessarily have to go chasing what the meaning of that is, kind of looking. They're showing you that after what you've kind of been looking for, if that makes sense. So kind of leading up the thoughts, the experience, the conversation, then they show you, for example, with the signs, the numbers, let that be the validation for you. Mm-hmm.
Yeah. And I've got the juggling, like she might even need to juggle with money or juggle with a situation in her life. And to tell her to be peaceful about this, because they're there to help her and she doesn't have to worry, because actually things are going to work out. February is a good month for her.
I love that. All righty. Thanks everyone for being here. Darlene C, how is my 2023 going to go? Mm-hmm.
Darlene C, how is my 2023? Oh, she's a pretty girl.
Mm-hmm.
My 2020. Ooh, she got the karmic star.
Oh, that's a yummy card.
That means knowing your direction, knowing where to move forward. I love it. Good health.
Yeah.
Connecting to the realm, This is her year of the brightness. This is a good card to have.
Yeah. And I see that's like the stepping into grace. So it's like you being in your contribution, and it does feel spiritually connected. You stepping into more of that feels like you're answering that call. So I feel like in hindsight, reflection, you've put the pause on that, and now feels like the time for you to really step into that. So the timing, if you will, is perfect. Feels very exciting. I love that.
Okay.
Feels good. Oh, interesting. This one caught my eye because it was the year I was born. A message from
my daughter. She was born that year. You could be my son.
There you go. A message from my adoptive mother, Georgette. She passed in 1975. Who's the Gemini? Who's the Gemini, Linda? Linda D. Gonzalez.
Well, I'm feeling that she was a good mother. And I do feel she went too soon. I don't know what that's about. Feels like she was surprised that she died, or if it was a tough death.
It's interesting. I pulled the memories card, and it's like, of course it's 47 years ago. And in that, it feels like some of those memories are like distant, but then it feels like there's some of them that really feel like they were just yesterday. And that's the energy that she brings forward. So in that's your connection. That's the communication that you're still in. So not regardless of the time that has passed, in addition to that, you're still in that communication with her. And it feels like some things were just yesterday. It feels beautiful.
She also was telling me to tell Linda that she really loved her. But I don't know if she showed her the love that I'm almost feeling a bit of a disconnect. It could be because she died so young, but I feel she wants you to know that she loved you.
I love that, Linda, because that goes into Spirit's ability to continually evolve. And in that, the things that they weren't necessarily great at here in this earthly experience, they're able to expand on that. And I love that they show us that all the time, where things that they weren't, say, self-expression or in the communication, that they evolve and they continue to grow. And in that, sometimes highlight that. So that's a beautiful message. There you are, Linda G. The other Linda G. All righty.
Oh, look, and she just wrote, no, she surely didn't show me any warmth or tenderness.
There you go. Yeah.
So I felt like she had said, let her know I loved her, even though I didn't really acknowledge her.
Yeah.
That made sense.
Tough. She died of leukemia. Wow.
Okay.
Yeah. All right. Thank you for that feedback. Allison, a message from Spirit. Yep.
Allison. Ooh, passion. You need more passion in your life, my friend.
Yeah.
You need your sinuses cleared out on Tuesdays. A little passion here.
Yeah. Is that a saying?
What?
Is that like a pro? What's that? I've never heard that.
Where I got that from?
No.
Did you ever see What's Up, Tiger Lily?
I don't think I have.
Peter Sellers did a movie years ago where he dubbed in the conversation on a Chinese film.
Oh, okay.
And did a whole thing that it was never, when we were kids, we used to dub in talking on a show with our own language and it would be funny. And that's what he did. He did this whole, well, there's this one part where the guy's head's down by the woman's feet and her head is up by his feet. So you know what's going on. Yeah. And he says to her, thank you for clearing out my sinuses.
Lighting the spark. Okay, yes. So passion, and I pulled the standstill card. So on the flip of the standstill is the passion. So stepping into that, whatever brings you the joy, now is the time. We don't have to wait anymore. So bring that energy in. Don't be afraid
to jump in. Don't be afraid to jump in. Because I feel she's sort of sweet and standing by the wayside and kind of, no, you need passion. You need to get in there.
Yeah. Yeah. I love it. Linda, that just prompted a question I had. And I was thinking about this morning about, have you recognized in maybe some of your readings, conversations around the senior demographic and their awakening, let's just call it awakening, their curiosity rising in a way where they're just stepping into their spiritual gifts, for example, more than...
yes. Yeah, even a show like this wouldn't have taken off 15 years ago.
Right. It's so interesting. And I love that. So they just reminded me of that, of at any given, like, we don't have to put age as, age just kind of gets in the way a lot of the time. So in that, step into your passion, whatever that looks like at any given age.
Yes.
Mm-hmm. All righty. Thank you, Judy. That's so kind of you. Switch it here. Hello, cuties. Aw, that's kind. We try.
We try.
Will the repugs win and get? Biden is in trouble with secret papers. Can I have a reading card? Too much, if that's not too much.
Listen, I'm going to tell you guys something. I just sat down with my guides. This whole thing with Biden is not going to be bad at all. Okay, it's a nothing burger. What it is it wasn't a plant. It's bad administration. The people around him, the information, it's not nearly as bad, this information, as what Trump did. Trump actually caused intel in foreign countries to be hurt by this or killed by this. And what happened was the intel in different countries told our agencies, we have a mole.
Oh.
Somebody's giving away where we're at. And it was Trump. He turned around. Somebody was just saying there's a new book just came out on Donald Trump versus the United States. And they're talking about Kelly. And they're saying that he talked trash about soldiers, McCain. He's a horrible person.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm. But what I will tell you, Biden will not be in trouble with those. It's not nearly as secret as what Trump took. But what I see is the repubes are, it's unfortunate. We don't want to wish them harm, but let's just say it's embarrassment is what I'm feeling.
Mm-hmm.
I'm feeling shame. It's really weird. When I was thinking about McCarthy today, you'll never guess what came in my mind. Do you remember Game of Thrones where that lady had to walk down the thing and shame?
Oh, yeah.
That's what I was feeling about McCarthy.
Yeah. Yeah. Eventually it comes back to you. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Like it just does. We can't avoid it. And then when it's on that scale, it will come back. There will be that
when
moment.
I asked earlier, this card showed, so we will celebrate. Like I said, when Biden was going to win, I said there's going to be dancing in the streets. I see dancing in the streets. I see so much getting hit by the injustice that they've done. I even see McCarthy having to go, right, maybe even before the end of this year. And I even think somebody like Jim Jordan may temporarily take his place. But I'm telling you, it's just what you call show, where actual Republicans within the House are going to say, no, the Dems and I are going to vote for this.
Yeah, meet in the middle. All righty. KD would like a message from guides. Mm-hmm.
KD. Message from guides. No, we're not talking to you. Lulu's sitting here thinking we're talking to her.
Aw. Hi, Lulu.
A message from guides. Peace will come to you even in the fracas.
Mm.
Maybe she's had to fight some issues. You feel very talented too, Kay.
Mm-hmm.
I don't know what that's about. Maybe in her talent, she struggles to be noticed. But don't worry, because in this fight comes the bees, the honey, comes the sweetness of life. So there's sweetness of life coming to you.
Yeah, I think actually this echoes that. I pulled two cards jumped out. The wisdom card and the opportunity. So just being in your power, being in your brilliance, your wisdom, there are some opportunities there. You get to decide whether you step into them or you don't. It feels like a good, there's some that are a good opportunity for you. So stepping into that, we call it courage, bravery. It's just a choice. So in that, be in your choice, be in your power. Feels good. Feels good, KD. Mm-hmm.
Ken, while you pull up the next one, my oven was on. I forgot to turn it off.
Sure. You go turn off your oven. Yeah, we don't want any alarms going off.
Yeah.
All righty. Thanks, everybody, for being here and joining us. So wonderful. Let's do this one. There. And thank you, Judy. We will.
Here it's still beeping even after I turned it off. Hold on. There we go.
There you go. What you cooking?
Chicken.
Chicken's in the oven. Perfect.
Greek chicken.
Oh, yum. Is that lemony?
Yes.
Oh, so good.
Greek chicken with seasoned salt and lemon.
Oh my goodness. Does it have olive?
And soy sauce and olive oil.
So
I
good.
cook it like I cook my men.
Well done.
Yeah. Where's our question?
I lost it here. It was a donation. I'm sorry. Let's go to.
Miss Mim says, I'll be right over. That's like me too. Step aside, step aside.
All righty. Flying without a broom. Does Spirit have a healing message for me? Yeah.
Does Spirit have a healing message for me?
Well, I lost the question.
Well, the healing message is to get off the battlefield. Pick up your stuff and go. Try not to linger in any bad memories or around bad people. Pick up your stuff and go. The war is over. So I don't know if you've had some issues with somebody, but and so what's the outcome of all that? Ooh, the karmic star again.
Oh, interesting.
So this person has gifts too, but right now they're busy trying to sort things out.
Yeah, Flying Without a Broom. Sorry, your name came off and I couldn't find it again. But the stories that you're telling yourself, you get to rewrite them, and now is the time to do that. I pulled the opening to love card, so that's twofold. That's to yourself and to outside love as well. So that feels like energetically, that is really healing. Working on your heart chakra is where Spirit's placing that energy right now. So just being open to that feels really good for you. All righty, here we are. Queen of the Night. Hi, Kevin and Linda. I recently moved to Coney Island. Are there any messages the souls of Coney Island wishes to share?
Oh, that's look at this. They create with prosperity.
Oh.
I even think he had a past life in Coney Island. There's something with a connection here, even that will be fruitful for him. It doesn't necessarily mean fruitful for money. It could be enlightenment.
Interesting. Enlightenment is interesting because I pulled the Patience card. And so I feel like this is an opportunity for you to go inward. Spirit's talking about like whatever your mindfulness is, your meditation, whatever your practices, those kind of rituals. This feels like, really self-reflective. And so this will be that pivotal kind of moment, one of the pivotal moments in your life. It feels really good, Queen of the Night. And that's a really great name.
Yeah.
Thank you so much.
Exactly.
Feels good. All right. Christina, my friend Felicia passed in May. Any messages from her?
May. She's still kind of young.
Yeah. May, message from her.
Not even a year yet. I feel like the passing was expected. I don't feel like it was unexpected. So she's got the Ace of Pentacles, which is like breath of fresh air. It's even more beautiful than I thought. And she has duties and things to do there. She's really busy, but she's in paradise.
That's interesting. I pulled the 7 Heavenly Virtues card, and it feels like, I don't know if the celebration already happened or there's another celebration. I keep hearing celebration. So there's something around, I don't know if you're going to do your own celebration around it, but that's what I'm hearing. And then the other card that I pulled, interesting enough, was the Memories card again. And so where you place your memories around that connection will last forever. So in that, you get to, kind of really decide what that relationship still looks like. And I know that's really tough, of course, the loss of someone, but in it, the memories feel really beautiful. So, and I'm so sorry for your loss. All righty.
Yeah.
All righty, here we go. Sean Burke is asking, will I become financially stable in 2023? Yes.
Sean.
That's interesting. I heard yes, and I pulled up the 10.
You pulled yes. Yeah, I feel him getting stable.
Yeah.
Ooh, look.
Yeah.
Especially more towards the end of 2023.
Yeah. Go here. Elena is asking, dear Linda and Kevin, will I get a new contract in my job in my favor? Love from Switzerland. I love Switzerland. I've been a few times. Beautiful country. New contract in my job.
Yes. Here's the new contract being presented to her.
That's so great. And look the card. Look at the hand in receiving, the heart, it's the in the hand. The universe is your partner. That's a yes card to me as well. Right. Well deserved.
I love it.
All right. Sylvia, may I have a message from my sister in heaven, please? Yes.
Oh, look at this. This must be your sister in heaven. She's got all her gifts over there. I feel sweetness from this woman. I feel sweetness. I feel like on earth, she's getting all the look at this, arrows of happiness and love. And it might have been too that she passed quickly, or her ability to go to the other side was very quick because she carries such a good soul with her. So
that's beautiful. I got a hit on the L name, female, and as also the significance of the month of October. And then I pulled the sharing of yourself, and in that, just being mindful that you don't stretch yourself out in too many areas. So it's okay to say no, thank you. To really take care of you is the energy that she's bringing through. So your self-care. Doing what's right for you, that doesn't always align with other people, but that's okay. Because I feel like you're a yes person, the people pleaser. Awesome. All right. We'll do a few more. I know, Linda, probably maybe 10 more minutes.
Okay, thanks.
Of course.
Not that I'm not having fun, but I can't go longer than I have this special cushion for sitting. And my daughter came over and said, "Ma, do you sit on this?" And I said, "Yeah, it's like paraplegics use. My dad used to have these types. You blow them up." And she said, "Oh, I thought you were farting on when you were on the show because it makes a squeaky noise." I said, "Are you kidding?" She goes, "No, I thought you were farting." I go, "Oh my God.
Goodness.
Question."
Never. Wouldn't happen. Susie Johnson, a message from Spirit. Yeah.
Susie Johnson.
That's a pretty name.
Oh, that's a pretty with Susie. Ooh, she's connected. They want to talk to her. She's connected. She's got the moon, which is getting all kinds of hits. I love it. This is a good card to have.
It's beautiful. I instantly was aware of angelic realm, Archangel Michael, you working. I don't know if you are in that attention already. And then I pulled the gateway card. And so I think that echoes off of what Linda was getting, is that you're just so connected. Things are easy for you.
Not even realizing how connected she is.
Yeah. And I feel that shift. So as you know, like just when you hear them in a different way and they really stand out, sometimes that's an indication to go in that direction. Just be aware of that, where you kind of feel it in your body. Follow those hits. Yeah. Such a beautiful energy.
Cool.
Actually, it's okay. I'm going to mention I'm running it's a 4-week class that's happening at the end of January. All of the info is in my description, but we have 5 places left for this class. And it's kind of a beginner to intermediate level psychic and mediumship development. So if anyone is interested, the info is all in my description box. Do check it out, because I think we're keeping it small, 16 people, and we have 4 or 5 spots remaining. So if anyone's interested in signing up, please do. And Kelly Scarborough, what do I need to know in 2023?
Kelly. I got the Justice card. Interesting. That's October. So October, she'll be happy to see justice. Justice also means homeostasis, things panning out. Like something she's working towards could come into fruition by October. It's also the Libra card.
I heard action right out of the gate. I heard action. So you really just stepping into that. So some of the thoughts, the desires, the dreams that you have, you actually putting them into action. And I got the honesty card. So you actually getting really honest with what that feels like, feels really good. It's a good year ahead of you. It does feel more action oriented. So some of those things, that you've been dreaming of.
The justice card can mean, handling the yin yang, trying to stay, to be able to get through things. You have to maintain a homeostasis.
Yeah. Absolutely. All right, we will go to.
I can't believe the time just flew by.
I know. It really did. All right, Dee. Hi, Kevin and Linda. Can I get a card pull on love for me this year?
All right. Oh, somebody at a party or a group thing where a lot of people are gathered. Celebration with love. What do you get?
I got the starfish spirit. And in that, it's about expanding like the infinite possibility. So just really open up to the miracle of things, let that be the energy, because with that, anything is possible. So love is there for you if you choose or not, feels really good. And this one feels a little bit like, more than just a twin flame. So like what am I trying to say? What is that? A soulmate. That's what I'm trying to say.
Oh, yeah.
Soulmate, that depth of love.
Oh, listen, did you see Leslie Johnson was on some night show the other day? Is her name Leslie Johnson? Is it Johnson or Leslie Jones?
Okay.
She's hysterical. And she's going to be the one who's going to take place at the Daily Show. She'll be the one on she was from Saturday Night Live.
Yeah.
And, she comes out, she said, I went to a psychic and they did a drawing of my soulmate. And she said, and this is the drawing. And it was like kind of a good looking white man with a slight beard, but you could tell he was kind of thin. And she's a big woman. And she's like, oh, hell no. I would tear this mother up in a New York minute. And everybody's dying. And she said, I would say to him, hey, leave the UPS package on the steps. She was funny. And then someone said, do y'all believe in soulmates? And somebody way up in the crowd said, yes. She said, there is no Santa Claus. I'm going to watch her in the damn.
That's funny. When you know, you know.
Yeah.
When you know, you know. All right. We will. Let's do one more here.
Okay.
We are. And this is a perfect one. Hi, Kevin and Linda. Is there a good collective message today for all in the chat? Love it, Patricia. Yeah.
Be a fool. Be lighthearted. Don't take yourself too seriously.
Mm-hmm.
And always hand love. Always give love over anger.
Ah, so good. The Lotus card. And in that burst of magic, we are that. None of us are separate from spirit and the miracle of what spirit has to offer. And so in that, at any given moment, we can, we have to participate in what we're creating. And sometimes it's difficult, but being in that energy, allow that to come in. Each of us are deserving of it. And so
now we can't do it for you. We can't hand that to you. Right. You all know, you all have a piece of the omnipresent in you. All of us have it.
Yeah.
I actually saw, they showed me like when you open that cocoon, that movie Cocoon, how we're that light beam. And inside those light beams is all our past lives, everything that we represent. But it's all connected to our higher realm. So it's hard to be in these bodies, these human forms. It's very hard to get through it, but be as lighthearted as you can and allow well-being to come to you. Don't always fight it. Don't always let your ego get in the way.
Yeah, it's so true, Linda. Wonderful.
If somebody takes my chili cheese, I'm going to kick some butt. Oh, hell.
Hell no. Yeah. On that note, on the chili cheese dog note, thank you so much for being here. I know that you're Linda's not no longer doing one-on-one readings, but this is a treat. This is a little taste of a reading. I, on the other hand, will be doing readings for many, many years. So if you feel called to book a private reading with me, my website will accommodate all of that. And Linda, thank you so much. I know you're so busy, so I appreciate it.
It's an honor being here.
Bless you. It's a treat for everybody.
You're one of my favorites to go to.
Bless you. Thank you for saying that.
Thank you, honey.
We will see you again. And thanks everybody for joining us. Thank you to the moderators who helped out and those who gave donation. I appreciate it. It helps the channel. So I hope it comes back to you and then some.
Thank you.
Love to you all.
Love to you all.
Bye,
Cheers.
everybody.
Bye, everybody.